Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today we are here to talk about my thoughts on my winter capsule so far, and we're going to go through a week's worth of outfits and kind of I'll talk you through for each day kind of why I was wearing what I was wearing and kind of talk you through that here in just a second. But before we get into that, let me tell you a little bit if you've been new to the channel or not really followed along with my capsule sewing before. Each season, I buy the Everyday Style Capsule Wardrobe. What that entails is usually, it's not meant for seamstresses per se, but what it is it's a curated capsule for that season, and it includes roughly 40 pieces, and that includes like jewelry and bags and shoes and stuff of clothing. And then she shows you everything that's for that capsule. She puts it together in outfits for you, shows you different ways you can wear it. And then there is a links database that includes, oh gosh, I don't even know, like 8 to 10, maybe 20, 15 links per item. So for instance, if it's a white knit top or whatever, I'm just throwing something out there, she would have like 10 or 15 links for different white tops, knit tops, meaning she would have, 4 or 5 that were, if you wanted to save money on that item, if you wanted, which would be like Target or Old Navy or some of the factory, like Banana Republic factory or J.Crew factory or Kohl's, or, those are kind of some save categories. If you would like to invest in a white t-shirt, she would have, 4 or 5 spend categories, and that might include Bowden or regular J.Crew or maybe a Nordstrom brand or something. And then she would have a couple for plus size, like 3 or 4 for plus size and like 3 or 4 for petites. All for that one piece of clothing. And then she would have that for all 40 pieces, including the accessories and the shoes. She doesn't have quite as many options as she does for the clothing items, but I really love it, and I go through all of the links. I really like it to use it as a framework for planning out my own capsule sewing. Another thing that I enjoy is that she reuses a lot of, similar things. So for instance, the same kind of pair of white jeans have popped up, in most of the spring and summer. You could wear those repeatedly. Even though she may have links for current ones, if you don't own a pair, you could easily pull it in if you've bought it from a previous capsule or if you've made it, such as myself. So I'm really getting to the point now where I have very few items that I need to make. I've kind of got my basics all nailed down with my capsule. So usually I'm looking at some of the statement pieces because I do want to keep my wardrobe current, and I'm classic, current, and chic are my 3 guideposts for my style. And so I do, in order to stay current, I do find that it's very helpful to go off of these capsules because I don't do a lot of shopping. And occasionally I do buy things off these links. If I'm just not in the mood to make jeans for myself or don't think I'll have time, I might buy a pair of jeans, or I might buy some shoes, or maybe one of the accessories or the bags or something. I don't usually buy tops just because, well, so I should take that back. I bought a couple of sweaters, just things that I might not sew or make for myself. So yeah, I do that. But for the most part, I use it as a framework for my sewing or for pulling things from my current wardrobe. So I have my main closet in my bathroom, right off my bathroom, that my husband and I share. And then I also keep things in our guest closet. As you can imagine, I make a lot of clothes, so I have a lot of clothes. I need to figure out a way to give clothes that I either no longer fit me or that I'm just not wearing, clothes that aren't serving me any longer, new life without necessarily donating it. If anyone has a good idea of how I don't necessarily want to sell them. I mean, that's not necessary, but because it's all, content for the channel. I don't know. Anyway, I'm figuring that out. My father was like, your guest room closet is getting way too full, because that's the closet that they use when they're visiting because they hang up a few of their things. I was just getting razzed about it this past weekend because my parents were here. But anyway, I keep most of my wardrobe in the guest room closet, and then I only bring down what I want to have for that season's kind of capsule in my current closet. It makes it really easy for me to get dressed, really easy for me to pull things. I'll have a few things that aren't necessarily in the capsule, just kind of outliers that I might need, like, I may need a nicer dress that I might wear just a couple of times during the season, but I'll keep it down there, and it may not necessarily be in my capsule, but I know that I'll need it for a couple of events or something like that. But for the most part, I try and keep just what I'm wearing in that current capsule in my wardrobe. So that really, again, helps me get dressed a whole lot. And then in this winter, also included with the Everyday Style capsule, she started putting calendars in, which had like, so for instance, when I first bought it in December, it came with the December calendar, and it had an outfit on each day of December, and I just printed it out. Now, I change up the color palette. I've talked about that before. I'll change out some of the pieces, and obviously I'm making it work for myself. So I'm not, if I already have a pair of navy blue pants in my wardrobe, I'm not, I don't need one that's maybe a little different like the ones she's got. I'll just use my navy blue pants that will work, that I love. So I take things, and I have taken things out of hers and plugged in my own, and I've just made up, okay, where she has a black hoodie, that is my navy blue cardigan. Or where she has this, black pair of dress pants, okay, those are my black pair of ponte pants. So I've kind of, plugged in my own things into her little categories. So when I look at the little outfits she's put together, I just plug in the corresponding things in my own closet to that. I hope that makes sense. But it's made getting dressed so even quicker. I don't always grab the outfit that's on the calendar, but I printed out the month, and so you only had access to the new month once that month started. So, for instance, in December, I only had access to the December calendar, and then when January started, the January one was available, and then when February started, the February one was available. But, and again, I don't always wear, the outfit on that day. Sometimes I'll look back and rewear something, but she's got a ton. I don't even know if there's any rewearing at all, and if so, it was like months ago, just because she mixes and matches things so well. But I found that really helpful. And just an easy way to I printed it out and stuck it in my closet, and I could just very easily glance at it in the morning and be like, okay, that's what I'm wearing today. Especially during the work week, it made it very easy just to get dressed and to feel put together. So that is really what I enjoyed about the capsule so far and how I've enjoyed using it. So before I go any further, let me really quickly break, and I will show you what I wore this past week.
All right, guys, thought I would try and do an outfit of the day, especially as I'm going through my winter capsule and as I'm wearing things. Now, with my winter capsule, I have a whole bunch of like hand knit sweaters and stuff. So you'll probably just kind of see those. They weren't technically in my winter capsule, but I wear them all kind of as one. So my sweater category kind of has like 4 or 5 sweaters, if that makes sense. And everything kind of goes together because I sew in a color palette. So even though I have my set color palette for this season, everything goes together because I sew in one and buy in one big My Copper Spring color palette. So hopefully that makes sense. But let's talk about today's outfit. So today I have on ready-to-wear jeans, not very exciting. These are J.Crew jeans. I've had them since last year. They're just a girlfriend or a straight leg cut. Just got socks on right now to get ready to sew. This is the No Frills sweater by Petite Knits. And it is done in, you hold 2 yarns. It is a fingering weight and the silk kit or the silk mohair lace weight from Ridiculous Yarns. I'll leave those listed down below. I can't remember the name of the color. The yellow is just maybe gold. It's a solid color. And then the yarn, the fingering weight yarn is a variegated, but I don't think they have the color anymore. It was like autumn something. But anyway, I will link those 2 yarns. You can pick your own colors. And then underneath, because it is chilly, I am wearing my Love Notions Summer Basics tank. This is my go-to tank pattern. I make this all the time out of leftovers from t-shirts. This is in some the Fabric Store merino jersey in the avocado color. So this is a great piece to wear underneath things. Merino is wonderful for wicking and just for adding a little extra layer of warmth. Oh, and then I've also have my new Cashmerette Murkoff vest on today. So we just got back from a walk and I had this on. It was a little chilly for just this. It's like upper 30s, low 40s right now. But the wind was just a little, maybe I needed a jacket, but actually my body of myself was fine. my arms and hands got a little chilly. But yeah, this is my outfit of the day, minus shoes, because I am sewing today. So I am working on, in my new filming studio, working on a sew along, and some background stuff for my digital class that's going to be launching at the end of the month, or opening up. The cart will be opening at the end of the month. The class itself will be launching in March. So yes, that's what I've got going on today. Hope you guys are having a good one. Hello and happy Tuesday. All right, today I'm in a class for my new embroidery machine. And so I am going to learn how to embroider today. But today I am going kind of more casual. These are the Resolution Joggers by Love Notions. I've got my New Balance on. And then this is my Cashmere Concord t-shirt that I've hacked into the boat neck. And then I've got just a light jacket I'll be throwing over. So very, not monochromatic necessarily, because obviously I've got, it's a striped top. But feeling comfortable, and because I've got kind of a drive. I have an hour drive there and back. So I should be comfortable today, and the weather's going to be a little bit warmer, so that should be good too. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday, everyone. All right, today's outfit, another knitted sweater. This is the Circumference sweater by Lily Kate France. Lily Kate makes. Pair of ready-to-wear flare jeans. These are Madewell. And slippers for today. I'll have on sneakers, I think, though, when I do end up leaving the house. But today is a filming day, a big-time filming day, filming the Parker Ponte sew-along for you guys, and as well as Friday's video. Got family coming in town this weekend, so I have a lot of filming ahead of me today. So yeah, gonna be in front of the camera, and nice and comfortable and warm because it is cold. Okay, see you all tomorrow. Okay, Winter Capsule outfit check-in. Today's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. All right, so today I've got on, this is my Aria, my Love Notions Aria. I put the pockets down low. This is kind of my shacket. I normally wear it open, but I'm wearing it as a top today, and I think that's a lot of fun. I mean, even with the, you can't really see the pockets, but even with the pockets. And then I've got them on with a pair of thrifted, straight-legged corduroy pants that, I think they're loft, but I did thrift them. And then I've got my lug-soled boots on for today. So today's looks a little more masculine than I normally go for, but I'm really kind of digging it. And it's very windy today, and it has been lovely in this kind of wind. And I like these bright colors really close and up to my face. I think that those are, they're in my color palette, and I really like how those look. So hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. Happy Friday, everyone. Woohoo, Friday. Okay, my parents are here visiting, which is very exciting. We're going to go do a little shopping. My birthday is next week, so we're going to go do a little bit of birthday shopping. I have got on Madewell Jeans, Thursday Boot Company lug sole boots, a Cashmere Concord t-shirt, cabbie belt, and the ever-beloved Love Notions Metro blazer that is in this, yeah, you can see this plaid, like a real warm rust with the black. So I am set and ready to go do a little shopping. This will be perfect. We're going to go to a nice mall, so this is perfect. Don't have to take a coat. So there we have it for today. I hope you guys are having a great Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Saturday, everybody. Okay, my parents are still here. We're going to go do a little shopping. So I've got on J.Crew Jeans with Concord t-shirt. This is the same. I'm wearing it again. It got washed. So my striped t-shirt. It's long sleeved, and I've got it on underneath a jacket that I actually grabbed from my sister. This is totally my red. It is not in her color palette, so she gave it to me, paired with sneakers, New Balance sneakers, and I'm ready for a day of just window shopping around. I may buy myself some new makeup, but other than that, that is what we've got for today, guys. Happy Saturday. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Okay, today, final outfit of the week. I'm going off my normal winter wardrobe a little bit because today is the Super Bowl here in the U.S., and I'm from Kansas City, and they are playing in the Super Bowl, so I had to wear my Kansas City shirt that happens to be in my color palette. But it's also the day one of my Parker Ponte sew-along up on the channel, so I've got my Parker Ponte pants on. It felt right. Lug-sole boots, my Kansas City shirt, and then this is the Harper cardigan by the Free Pattern by Sinclair Patterns, and a red sweater net. So go Chiefs, and yeah, I'm ready to go to church and then be comfortable the rest of the day.
Okay, so that was this week's worth of, or last week's worth of outfits. I had the date and stuff on there. Those actually popped up as shorts on the channel. I'm kind of playing around with shorts. We're going to figure out how to also, you know, put a few of those out here or there, not to disrupt what I've got going on my Tuesday, Friday, Sundays. These would be little extras here or there, but yeah, that is what I wore this week for, you know, it's just a regular week, basically. My parents were here, but for the most part, it was a regular week, and I really enjoyed my outfits every day. I will say another thing I love about the calendar that Everyday Style has put out is that it forced me, there were a few things that I'm like, oh, I don't know that I would have put those together, but I forced myself to wear it anyway to see how I feel. And one of those outfits this week were the corduroy pants with the shacket that I wore as a shirt buttoned up. And I wasn't sure, that outfit feels a little bit more masculine than I normally wear for some reason, but I actually really liked it. That shirt is nice and bright up by my face. Those are good colors. I mean, my whole capsule are my colors, but I felt like those are really good colors to help brighten up my face. And as I mentioned on Tuesday, I'm very tired right now. I'm just in a season of life with things going on in my personal life, as well as just a lot going on behind the scenes with Tomcat Stitchery, which is very exciting. But I'm just very tired right now. It is a short season. I'm not burning myself out. Don't worry. It's just I plan to take a break as soon as a few of these things come out of the chute, and they are on the way. So I think mid-March, you should know everything that I've been doing behind the scenes. That should all be out in the open by then. So a lot of fun and exciting things ahead. I'm just tired right now, but I really rely on those bright colors by my face to bring it up. On that note, I do feel like my winter capsule is a little dark. I kind of wish, I go along with her color palettes, and I talked about this last Friday, how I adjust colors for what she's choosing for color palettes. But alternatively, you could go really rogue and, if she's got a green, you don't necessarily have to pick one of your greens. You could pick a blue, or, go way bright. If she has a muted color, a lighter color here, you could go bold and do a bright color. And I've done that before, but I feel like the colors this winter are darker, which is typical for winter. I do understand that, but I've noticed that I'm not feeling as lively, and this could be just the season of my life right now. But for instance, I had on my corduroy, see on Tuesday's video, I just had my navy blue Harper with a cream Concord t-shirt, and then I was wearing my Mountain View pull-on corduroy pants, which is a fine outfit. It's great, but it was feeling just a little bland to me. So I think when I'm going into spring, like I just wear brighter colors and that helps. I did have a few pieces in my wardrobe the winter for my dopamine dressing. I wore my Farm Rio inspired dress a couple of times, although it got really cold to wear. It was hard to even layer that properly. That has big sleeves on it, so it's hard to get it inside of a coat and stuff. And I just typically don't grab dresses when it's really cold. I prefer pants on, so there was some of that, but I do have some brightly colored things that I purposely put into my closet in order to help lift my mood, because I do get the I can never remember it. Someone will tell me. The seasonal affliction disorder. Why can I never remember the A word? I'm going to have 20 people in the comments tell me what the A stands for. Anyway, the SAD disorder, where you get the blues because there's not sun out. Although this week it is nice and sunny, so I've been getting out and doing a lot of walking with my husband, which has definitely helped. But I have found that, I don't know, I've just felt like my wardrobe has been a little more somber than I would prefer, or that I need in my life right now. Maybe that's more it. I just need more color in this season of my life. So be prepared. When spring hits and I come out with my spring capsule wardrobe, there is going to be beaucoup color. It's going to be a lot of color, and I just need that in my life. So stay tuned for that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But as far as all the pieces, this was the first capsule that I had I didn't really need to make anything. in order to have all of the pieces of the capsule. I never got around to making the skirt that I was going to make, and I still do want to make that skirt. It'll probably get pushed to the fall now, though. But other than that, everything else I kind of had in my closet or something that could work. I did have plans, and I did make a few things. You know, I made myself a Stanton hoodie sweatshirt. You guys still haven't seen that. I'll do a wrap-up type video of things that I've made for my winter capsule. I'll do that in March, at the beginning of March, before we get into spring capsule stuff. And then I finally made myself the cobalt blue Concord that I've been wearing. I made myself the pleather pants, which I didn't need in my wardrobe, but I thought that those would be fun, and I have worn those a few times, and I wore them out for my birthday dinner the other night, and I love those pants. They're so good. They're like a fun statement piece. Yeah, so there are a few things that I made, but I didn't really need to make myself anything. I could have gotten away with just stuff from my closet, which is a really cool place to be. So then you're just adding in fun stuff or things that are more current or beyond basic type pieces that maybe you want to throw in there. I do feel like in 2022, I really got down to finding my basics, finding my TNT patterns, and really nailing those down, which I think shows in my wardrobe that I've got all of my basics. And so aside from just needing to replace things as maybe they wear out, like my cream colored, I've got my long sleeve cream colored t-shirt on today. It's starting, I've got a couple stains on it that I've worked out, but I mean, it's a cream colored t-shirt. Those just don't last as long. I'm messy, as I'm sure I'm the only one. But other than that, I got my basics like nailed down, and I'm feeling very good about those. So this is one of the reasons I really was excited to try some new to me pattern companies this year, and that is definitely going to be the case going forward for this year. But yeah, just kind of working on some statement pieces, focusing on a few of those a little bit, just to keep my wardrobe exciting and current. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts about my winter capsule. Again, I will do one more video with the winter capsule, just showing you the few things that I did, doing like a last minute roundup. We'll go through everything real quick, and I'll show you the few things on me that were new for the capsule that you haven't seen yet. But that'll probably be right before I show my plans for the spring capsule, so stay tuned for that. Also, going forward, I did do some sewing for people over the holidays. I've made Jenny a bomber jacket that was kind of a sew the look. I made my daughter a sweater and a skirt for Christmas that she has been wearing together and separately that I haven't shown you guys. I also made my sister a jacket and a dress, but I don't know how I'm going to get footage of that to show you all. So you may have to just stay tuned. Although, I take that back. She's coming out to visit in March. So maybe I can have her bring those two pieces and I can get footage of her in that to show you all those two pieces that I made for her for Christmas as well. And I have a dress on the docket for my mom that I'm going to be making. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to get that to her and then get footage, but stay tuned. Got a lot of stuff that I've been making for other people. Also, lots of questions or requests for some more mail sewing. And my son is starting to put in orders for things that he would like, specifically for our trip to Italy. He would like a lavender sports coat to wear to the wedding in Italy, and I think that's amazing. So I have been doing some research on patterns. I think Norris Danta Ford, there's a simplicity pattern where he has a blazer, like a fully lined blazer that I think I might use. It has patch pockets on it. I think I might just stick welt pockets in instead with a flap. But yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be happening. He wants a lavender sports coat, so Mama's going to make that happen. But yeah, we've got other stuff that I'm going to be sewing for the trip in Italy, which again is not until the end of May, beginning of June, so you probably won't see those till a little closer to then. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of sewing for others here on the channel this year as well, so that's all good. Well and good. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I hope you get some sewing in this weekend. I'm going to be in my sewing room this weekend. I have zero plans this weekend, so I am going to do I'm going to make my mom a dress. Just non-work related sewing is what I'm going to do this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah. I hope you guys get some of that in as well. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on Sunday with part 2 of the Parker Ponte Sew Along, and then again on Tuesday. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.